dunk.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the dunk by Barnes. It's not possible what we just saw. Clark, is that possible?
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. It's not possible what we just saw. Clark, is that possible?
Love that basketball, man.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Man, that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Fantastic.
Oh, are you kidding me? The power punch right there.
Oh, great. And the powerful one-handed slam. Here he comes, and
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger.
And he's a terrific rebounder, actually exceptional rebounder for a player of his size. He's less than 6 feet tall, and he rebounds.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for dunk of the year.
Comes off the screen and slams it through.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice shot.
And the powerful one-handed slam. Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is like this.
Well, he continues to light it up. He's the leading scorer in this game, guys.
With both hands and rips it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already got
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skill. No mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
And a dunk by Barnes. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for...
And Ross with the slam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good.
And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that? Take a peek at that move. We don't get to see plays like...
By Barnes.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very...
By Carmelo Anthony.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Man, maximum force on that dunk.
No question, powered it down.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club.
To finish the break.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
What a huge play.
Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner.
Out with both hands.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash, money, the easy way.
Flushed down with a nice jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up.
Forward and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Boy, extremely.
Vasquez, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other.
To finish it off, a beauty.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark punches that one down right in the face of David Lee.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons.
The ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that.
This is the glass to finish the layup. Hansbrough's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. It's hammered home.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was...
Rim
is shaking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk. Well, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room. The defense just...
That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have. Strong move there to go in for the dunk.
That's a smart foul there to prevent him from the finish.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, how about the numbers for this club? As a team, 79% from the free throw line this year.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Raptors with the lead. DeRozan with a screen for Barnes. And he converts the layup. Barnes has got his second basket.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Calderon with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. For three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Kurt Rambis.
And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks, Doris. Ring shot on the way. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Barnes.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Raptors leading by 6. And here is Barnes. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Six on the shot clock. Anthony on the double team. Barnes kicks to Lowe. And another basket for Toronto.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Now here's Barnes. It'll count. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Raptors lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. To have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good...
Oh, look out, man!
Already shaking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Now Calderon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Anthony gets double teamed. And so it's New York with it. 4 on the clock. Here's AC. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Still Knicks ball.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Toronto leading by 10. Williams has a screen for Barnes. Up off the screen, and that one is hammered home.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Back to Calderon. Clock at 6. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony. Williams kicks to Barnes. Patterson setting the pick for Barnes. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
In a moment here now to check out the numbers for Williams. Averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid. Really an extraordinary game for Barnes. He has 14 points and also a block shot. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
Yeah, this is superhuman stuff we're seeing right now.
Well, we've got a moment. Here's Carmelo Anthony.
And his contribution to this team, I mean, can't be understated. His scoring on a night-in, night-out basis has been fantastic.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. Anthony with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Ross with a steal. Barnes against Smith. Ross with a wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. Ross has got his first points of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Toronto.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Patterson a screen on Calderon. Off the pick. Barnes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. 6th in free throw percentage. 12th in three-point field goal percentage. And then the top half of the league in getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
I'm impressed most with their free throw shooting that you talked about. This is a team that really focuses from the foul line. They shoot the ball well from there, and as a result, they're constantly looking to attack to try to get those free points at the free throw line.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Anthony. No good. Good D by Johnson.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And he makes good on the layup. Ross has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling. Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. That's 3-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke make him an entertaining player to watch.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter. And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Williams passes to Barnes. Johnson sets the screen for Barnes. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Nobody near Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And Terrence Ross can make some highlights, Steve, around the rim.
Yeah, so athletic. You'd like to see him get to the line a bit more. I think he has a tendency to settle, but, you know.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh, wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Knicks trail by 21. Now the feed to Anthony. Passes it to Calderon. Back to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Calderon, that time on the assist by Anthony. Calderon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams dishes to Barnes. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building.
That's the way to make the free ones count.
So many possibilities for a team.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Margnani comes in for Jason Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Raptors up by 15.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. We've taken a lot of pressure off ourselves on D because of how good we've been on offense.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? Knicks trail by 17. Bargnani is out there with Quincy Acey. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. Raptors moving the ball around. Outside Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Puts up a 3. Acey with the rebound. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Golden State.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got. You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still...
Barnes is checked in.
Here's a look at some stats for Carmelo Anthony. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. First in scoring, and of course he's in the top 15 in rebounding, so a very strong presence in the paint.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room. The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Here's Acey, Hansbrough defending. There's the triple. The offensive rebound, Bargnani. The layup off target. Raptors leading by 19 points. Hansbrough setting the pick for Barnes. Off the screen, moves off the pick and hammers it home.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on DeRozan.
Excellent night for Carmelo Anthony. 15 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Barnes. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Anthony on the double team. Shot clock at 5. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Knicks trail by 21. Slamming it down.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensive.